Okay, radar charts. Anyone seen a radar chart before?
No.
Yes.
Where have you seen it, Claire?
On in the year 11 syllabus.
In the syllabus. Great. Has anyone seen a radar chart in real life?
I've seen it on a radar.
The green ones on the ships, yeah.
Oh, okay. What are those? What do those indicate?
Is that
A radar?
How
Distances.
close something.
Okay, how close something is. And I want to keep that in the back of your mind, okay? When you think about radar chart, you're at the center of your radar. And then the further out something is, the further away from the center something is. Okay, so I want to keep that in the back of your mind. Does anyone know what this is from?
Pokémon.
Yeah, okay, Pokémon. The good thing about radar charts is they can show changes over time, but you can also compare multiple sets of data. So you can see you have these kind of attributes of someone. There's like a Blaziken, right? You can see the attributes of this Pokemon. You got the health, you got the attack, you got the speed, and you can see really clearly visually which one is higher. So the attack and speed are really good, the HP not so much, okay? And that's the same in other games. We use this a lot, okay?
In Wii Sports.
In Wii Sports,
Yeah,
they use it.
when you do you test how old you are.
Okay,
and
right.
then it will give you your agility.
Okay, like a fitness level,
yeah.
right? Yeah, great, okay.
We do
So you
integration,
can see all these kind of things.
Yeah, 5x squared.
Get out of here, guys. Have fun.
Oh, so can we actually unlock this password, please? So we can go to
Troublemakers.
Nah, we're doing our
They
work.
are.
We're doing our work.
Yeah, stop hanging out over there.
Oh, we weren't at Wintel.
Does it bother anyone else that curtain rolls forward and the other one goes behind?
Alright, ready to
I've
go.
never looked at that.
What a joke. How are you supposed to concentrate
Okay.
on that?
Let's come back. So it's not just games that they would use something like this, right? You can compare features of different things, right? If I compare some cars, I can compare their speed, their power, comfort, durability. This one's pretty extreme. It's a monster truck compared to like a drag racing truck. Okay? And I can also compare attributes of people. Right? If I'm an employer and I look at how good my employees are at doing certain things, I can have certain things I want to test. Right? Punctuality, communication, and I can give you a score on that. And you can see it's really easy now to compare two people against each other. Okay? Is that it? Yeah, cool. Alright, can you have a look at your sheets now? Jackson,
Yes.
can you read out the first bit for me?
Which one?
Radar chart.
Is that Mr. Didder?
Yep.
Mr. Didder reported his steps taken over a 7-hour period, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m, using his Fitbit shown on the table below.
Cool.
That's it.
And then A, display the data in a radar chart. So now I've told you these are the steps you need to take, right? The first thing is you need your concentric circles to construct that radar chart. Sometimes they'll give it to you, maybe not. So if not provided, draw those concentric circles. Now, remember how I said earlier about the radar? We start from the center. So this is our starting point, okay? And if you think about your normal histograms, right, you have that frequency that goes up and down. That's how often something occurs, right? That's going to be the same thing with this one. We're seeing how many steps we have. Remember, at the center is 0, okay? And then you want to start from the center, draw a line vertically up to the edge. So draw it up vertically to the edge. Okay? And now, each of these circles represents a tick mark, like we would on our frequency histogram, right? It would just be each tick of how many steps we have. Now, you can see our steps range from about 100 to 1200, okay? What would be a good scale for that? If we've got about
200?
6 months. Yeah, right, okay, I think 200 is pretty good. You guys agree? Right. So starting from 0, we would have 0, 200, 400, and so on, right? Cool. So you can imagine that as your y-axis, how many of something we have, how much of something we have, sorry. Right? How many steps are we have. Okay, once you fill that in on your piece of paper, then you want to think, right, but I've got all these different time intervals. How am I going to represent that on this?
Do it as a clock.
Okay, right, so you can imagine this is kind of a clock, right? This is where we're going to start. We're going to say that this is 6 a.m. And before we actually draw it in, let's think about how many time intervals we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to divide this up into 8 lines, using 8 lines. And one way I could do that is, well, if I just draw the line straight through, if I draw 4 lines, right, through the center, I'm going to create 8 lines coming out from the center. Can you see that? And then I can just fill in each time interval.
Does it have to be like perfect?
No, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I think the setup is one of the trickier parts, because once you've got all of that now, you know, right, where your values should go. So just take some time filling that in. The first one, right, we take 1,000 steps. So I can mark that in there. 7 a.m., I've got 600. 8 a.m., I've got 400. And you can just keep going, really. What do you think I'm going to do? What do you think I'm going to do once I've plotted in all those points? Right, sorry?
Put them together.
Right, yeah, so similar to like a line graph, right? It's interesting to see the trends that are happening. So once you've plotted all your points there on your radar chart, you actually want to connect them up just with a straight line, just like this. Boom, 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 boom. Just like that. Just connect them up. Okay?
Ms. Dana also recorded her steps taken over a 7-hour period at 6 a.m.
Okay, great. So we have another set of data that we want to plot on this radar chart, okay? And once you've created that setup, you can just plot the same points, right, on this radar chart. What might be a good idea if you're plotting another
Different
set?
colour.
Well done. Yeah, use a different color so you can distinguish who is who. So let's say, I've only got 2 colors here. Let's say Mr. Dida is orange, and let's say Miss Dida is black. Okay.
Isn't this like a weather or something chart?
A weather chart?
A weather chart.
Yeah, right. So they sometimes call it like a spider chart, a web chart, right? Because when you draw it out, it looks kind of like a web. And sometimes they might not even have concentric circles. So have like kind of hexagons or different kinds of shape. But the idea is you can compare lots of different sets over lots of different variables. So the question after that asks me, okay, who had more consistent step amounts? But it says use a feature of the radar chart to justify your answer. So what are you going to say, Claire?
I've said Miss Data.
Okay, right. You can tell that from the kind of numbers, right? Maybe the range would be an indication of that. Mr. Dida goes from like 1,200 to 300.
Well, you
But-
can just tell by looking at it, to be honest.
Well, how could you tell by looking at it?
Because it doesn't have peaks in it.
Okay, yeah. We're talking about those peaks, right?
Yeah.
Because something that goes out like this, and you can see on the radar chart, those peaks, they're quite sharp, right?
Yeah.
So that's something you could mention. You could say, well, Mr. Dida's, he has some quite sharp edges in his radar chart. But Miss Dida, you can see her edges are more rounded, okay? So it's important to use those features. Sorry?
How is it more consistent?
Well, because if you look at the values, right, if it's more rounded, that means they're all around a similar, value. Because if you look at this circle, 800 is just one big circle. So if she got 800 for each hour, it would just be one big circle, right? But if I'm erratic, if I'm doing a lot of steps 1 hour and not many steps another hour, I get some quite sharp edges. Does that make sense? Yeah? Cool. So the answer for that one was Miss Dida.
This is for C.
Yeah, because her radar chart is more rounded, whereas Mr. Dida's is much sharper.
Oh,